Democrats on Capitol Hill are ramping up the pressure to seat Representative-elect Adelita Grijalva. Several dozen House Democrats marched to Speaker Johnson's office last night, demanding the Arizona Democrat be sworn in. A Capitol police officer briefly tried to stop lawmakers from entering, but backed off. Speaker Johnson was not there at the time. Grijalva cruised to a landslide victory a few weeks ago in a special election to succeed her late father. She's since been in and around the Capitol waiting to be sworn in, but Speaker Johnson has refused to do so until the government reopens. Democrats insist the speaker's delay tactics are actually about Jeffrey Epstein. Once she's seated, Grijalva is expected to be the final signature needed to force a House vote to release the Justice Department's files on the billionaire sex trafficker who died in prison in 2019. Representative-elect Grijalva joins me now. Welcome. Thank you for being with us. Break it down for us. What makes you believe that this is all about Jeffrey Epstein?
So there were 3 other members of Congress that were sworn in special elections, same situation, and they were sworn in under 24 hours from the date of their election, so the very next day. And 2 of those members of Congress were from Florida. They won their election on April 1st, 2 Republicans, and were sworn in a pro forma session in under 24 hours later the next day. And so when you look at the situation that we're in now, we've had several pro forma sessions. I could have been sworn in very easily. And the delay tactics and the excuses just keep changing. And so at this point, I am the 218th signer to the discharge petitions to release the Epstein files. And that seems to be the common denominator in why there is delay and obstruction in swearing me in.
So why do you think Speaker Johnson wants to delay those files?
Well, I think there are implications to who is in those files, what they've done, what crimes they've committed. And really, the biggest tell is that Trump, this was one of the issues that he ran on. On day 1, he was going to release the Epstein files. And then I think that they got a gander as to what was in those files and have since backtracked, have actually ended votes early here in Congress to avoid this vote. And it's just a lot of delay tactics to protect people who've committed sexual assault on children and women.
And so the government shutdown is entering its 3rd week. Can you tell us where you stand? Do you support not reopening unless the Obamacare subsidies are extended, as Democrats insist at this point?
It is life-saving care. And it's in Arizona, 1 in 5 children, our babies, are going to lose health care. The vast majority of people that are going to be devastatingly impacted are people that are women and children. And so we have to fight for them. And this is an issue that is across the nation. This is not something that is specific to Democrats, but Democrats are holding the line here because it is this access to healthcare that is going to make a difference for so many people.
So I have to ask you, how long are you prepared to let that play out because of the unique position that you're in? You just said we have to fight for them. You're not able to be sworn in to help the fight.
But the problem is that none of us in this position are able to work. Democrats have been here every week that Republicans have been MIA. There is not a Republican in the hallways here. I haven't seen anyone on the House floor walking around the area. All the doors are locked. And so Democrats are here ready to work and negotiate. And I think that that's what's different in this case. Speaker Johnson not calling us back is making it increasingly difficult for there to be a negotiation. The Senate has already voted down this proposal, this CR, clean CR. They've voted it down 8 times already. This is the opportunity that we have to do something positive in a bipartisan way for the American people, and Republicans are not home.
Representative-elect Grijalva, thank you so much for your time and for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much.